de la paz. You can use no brand new laptop, but they're like you use somebody for like explain it. Lift up a wheel. Somebody like lift up a 200 pounds. We're not big enough strong. But you lift it up. But somebody who's big enough strong, just keep it the phone longer. So we didn't have big enough strong. Yeah, so we got it now. And we keep it razor, so we keep all the more complete equipment there. Over there. It works out well. So we don't have the issue again. So, it's a solve. Yeah, man, our game, man. Yeah. Give me a little test there. Mr. Sam.
Mic check.
One more time.
Mic check.
Yeah. I think we are. Yes, good night, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Uncle Pocky Sports Show. Of course, Uncle Pocky, as you can see, is not here tonight. We don't know where they're right. No, my man tell me he's in Laos, so I'm gonna keep it like that. So I want to say good night. Good to be home soon. We get done real again. Penny, Baran will see him by the George Stone, Hopkins, you got that. We were at Belize. Of course, all the region. Do I miss any district? I don't miss no district.
No, I think we got all the districts.
I think we got all the district.
It's only 6.
All right, thank you. Good night, everybody. Good night, one another. Good night. You're here live and direct. It's gonna be an interesting show tonight, right? So, first of all, wonderful weekend. Here at Culture Capital, a lot of activities happening. I see they have a cleanup. So the ministry had a cleanup campaign this weekend. That was good. I mean, it helped keep Breda clean. Before we move along, ladies and gentlemen, I want to my left right here, no stranger to the DYFA family, our good old friend, our neighbor, a sportsman in his own right, Mr. Itzalon. Good night.
Hey, good night, Maurice. Like you said, we've had a wonderful, the new year started with on a good pace and with some very, good stuff happening in our community, sports-wise, and also, of course, recently we had a lot of work going on, cleanup, and it ties up with, Honorable George Cadle Price's birthday celebrated last week, so everything just kind of blend up this week.
Yeah, yeah, that is true. Wonderful, and I mean everything seems to be balanced in Riga, so far, just like anywhere in the world. But this is still a place to live, still a place to survive.
Absolutely, absolutely. Riga is one of the best places in the world to live. It's just that we are, we're a young nation. I always tell people we are a young nation.
We are happy.
Right?
We're happy.
Sometimes we want to put ourselves and compare ourselves to developed nations that have been doing this for 200, 300 years. But we are moving along just fine. We live together as one happy nation, mixed with all different races and colors and cultures and everything. But the love is still here in our country, and trust me, if we only know how bad some people have it at their country, man.
I can't live nowhere else, Sir Solomon. There's no way I can't live. I could work somewhere else, but I can't live nowhere else. Something about Riga that makes me, it make me happy, make me whole, make me contented, make me motivated. If you want to work and help people, I like to interact with the community. I like to be free, and that's what Riga is all about. So this is home, man.
Definitely, and home is a place that you should be able to free up and be yourself.
Exactly.
Right? You should be your most comfortable in your home, so that because the people there, they know you, and it's just a matter of us being a little more supportive to each other.
Man.
And that will help all of us, right? Because if I see that you support me when your time come around and you need support, I will never hesitate.
That is important, Mr. Sam, because sometimes I feel like, a lot of pressure to support people, but it's okay because no matter what people say, someone will have an opinion, right? Someone will definitely have an opinion.
Always.
But it's how you feel about doing something for people, and it will come back. It might not only come back to you, but come back to the rest of the community.
Sure.
So that is.
I think that I said to somebody today, I want to live more at the foot of the cross, right? And certainly it's not everyday language to hear somebody say something like that, but I had to explain to the person what I meant by that, because the truth is that I feel like I lived at the foot of the cross a lot more in the past, and it feels a lot different when you're not there at the foot of the cross. And sometimes that's because just dealing with the everyday grind and system that you live in, right? And the people that you have to deal with, sometimes you feel you have to be more of yourself, right?
Yeah.
But that's not how you live when you live at the foot of the cross. You live less of yourself. And when you live less of yourself, then he lives through you more. Less of you, more of him, right? And so then everything is received different, everything is dealt with different. The challenges must always be there, but when you're at the foot of the cross, when you reside there, it's different, we're different.
Correct.
Right? So that's the
different feeling.
Less of you, more of him.
Less of him, more of us. But again, ladies and gentlemen, we'll straight into it, right? Before we were carried away.
So we just have to share what with people,
Exactly. I know it is.
Sharing the love, right?
Yes. Yeah. All right, and that's Uncle Pocky. Good night, Uncle Pocky. That's him. He's in love, ladies and gentlemen. So that's the word, right? So let's go straight into the PLB Premier League. The start of this weekend. They have games on Saturday and Sunday, and that was you will see you have seen Port Loyola, and Port Loyola played. It was Bandits, and Saturday inside the San Pedro Football Stadium. Our homeboys took 4 goals to 1, And
yeah, see that 4
that's
to 1.
That's opener. I mean, the season just started, and they were on the road. You know, again, I must commend Mr. Sal. I must commend Mr. Mars for having this team prosper as far as just be able to survive this long in the league. You know, I don't know how he does it, but I mean, PG. If you look at it, PG not got no team, you know.
Yeah.
Corozal not got no team, you know. Right?
Yes.
They got 2 districts from the border towns don't have any team in this PLB. You know, so you have to commend him for having a team in there. Like I said, I don't know how he do it. Me don't want to know how he do it, but there is a team from Riga representing. So I got to commend him for that. That's a positive that I take from this 1 year franchise that, you know, gives some hope.
Yeah. That's true. You know, you could look at everything. You could look at one thing 2 ways, right? You could look at the same thing with the water in there, half empty or half full, right? And if you want to stay positive, you want to say that it's half full.
Yes, yes.
Right? And so the positivity that you shared just now about it, definitely we have to recognize that there could have been no franchise here in Gambia.
Exactly.
Mr. Moss could have said, you know, and I don't want to deal with this anymore. I'm certain he has some disappointments, no, but he has goals, right?
Yes.
You don't just put a team together just like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, but he remains steadfast. I think that's the word.
Yeah.
Steadfast.
Exactly. Please tie the back, my pop, please. Please tie the back. Yes, and then, you know, we always want to maintain the positivity of this franchise. And any franchise that represents this town.
Yes.
You know, we might not be our personal team or personal choice, but they're there, and there's no way in this world that I would ride against any team coming out of Nigeria or out of Stanford District.
Of course not.
Yeah.
Of course not.
I can't see myself doing that, just like I can't see myself living everywhere else.
Yeah.
But Riga. Moving on, we have game also. Verdes, they ran over Port Loyola 4 goals to 1. Progresso.
Yes.
4 goals to 1.
Same score as
what here.
and San Pedro, yeah.
That's a high
and
score.
those are 2 home wins.
2
Home wins.
Yes.
Yeah.
They played out at the Mashalak Stadium in Benke.
Yes, legendary stadiums those are.
Alright.
Yeah.
I watched a game with Verdes and Progresso, and for some reason Progresso, they're not the same Progresso I've seen in this past few years. Like they're not investing like in what they used to do in players, you know.
Okay.
So it wasn't a close game. The score, they could have been a lot more. So Progresso, but at home, they play tough at home. So we'll see.
We'll see when they play their first home game how that's going to play out.
Yeah. The final game was Port Loyola versus Bandits. 6-2.
Yeah, another
Man, that was a bombasso.
Yes.
You have Lachelle Middleton, one of our native boys here.
We got a couple goals.
Hat trick.
Oh man,
Hat trick in that game.
3 goals.
3 goals.
Yeah.
So a 6-2 in favor of.
That's a great start for Latrell.
Yeah.
For the season.
Yeah. Man. So right now, alright, let me say something really quick about this last game, which was Port Loyola and Bandits. Let's see. I've noticed that Bandits have did some investment, right? This is my observation of the Bandits football club.
Alright.
Bandits is collaborating with a lot of teams from Mexico, but the players that are coming out of Mexico, they're not top tier players.
Yeah. Yeah, they won't give you their top tier. Yes. Unless.
So these are, to me, they're mediocre players.
Right.
But Bandits benefits from these, but it's not there from the partnership they have with these clubs. Because these clubs are paying and bringing sponsorship like Gatorade to Bandits.
Right.
But it's not paying off on the field because they have a lot of players coming from different academies in Mexico that want playing time. So they're using Bandits as a benchmark for them to kind of have their players have experience.
Yes.
But they're not championship caliber
Yeah.
team, you know. So that to me is like it's Bandits will not, they'll stay at the bottom of the league with this type of recruitment, this type of
Yes.
program that they're running. It's not a championship caliber program that
No,
Bandits
no.
are running.
I think maybe just initially to build relationship,
Yes.
and then clearly there is a exchange of, for services,
Yes.
and so there's some benefit, gotta be some benefit for both parties.
Yes.
And right now, it's not necessarily looking at winning right now.
No.
Right.
Whereas at this point in the PLB, you only have six teams.
Yeah, small number of teams.
Small number of teams in a big.
So it's not going to be a
Football
long season either.
No, it's not going to be a long season for this. About 5 games away, 5 games home game.
Yeah,
5 away.
yeah, quick thing.
Quick thing.
So this is probably just thinking long term. A lot of times we're not used to rebuilding teams. Like we that's not a language that we speak.
No.
We don't rebuild.
no,
We just
no.
keep moving,
Yeah.
and then we could be beating that dead horse. And the reality is that won't give you no better result unless you make some changes, right? And that might mean starting over. That might mean new blood.
Yes.
So that's not like I said, that's not a language where in sports that we talk. We see that all the time professionally, right? But we don't adapt that in what we do.
Yeah. Right. I don't know, but we will see. Let's see how, like you say, like long-term effects. People they may have a plan, and maybe it's a 3 years, a 5-year plan. So let's start. Let's give them a chance and see.
Yes.
To make some
And
conclusion.
we some of us are sports fans internationally, right? And we understand when we see it happening with these franchises. And if it's our team that we like, we are patient with it, and we know what we can see what they're doing, and see what the goal is. What in 3 years or 4 years this team will compete,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But locally here, we have to have the same patience. If
Exactly.
that's what we see our teams doing.
Good. Well, with that said, I want to, since we're on the football topic right now, we close our football topic by saying there is some movements right now. There's some movement in Danbriga, in Stan Creek District, for election. Election coming up.
Due soon?
Is coming up, and there's a lot of rumors. And this is the thing, man. There's a lot of rumors going around about the Stan Creek Football Association again having election, and it's just not. It's bothersome in the sense that nothing seems to have changed. In the sense also that I see other districts, they publicize. That's one big difference, that they publicize their election and publicize what's going on in the different association around the country. But this one having to be doing business the same, and how do we expect to
It's always
move?
private, no?
It's always a private election. They have added teams. They have added teams, and these teams are boasting that they're going to vote. However, we will see the outcome of the vote, because, as I see it, many years the strategy hasn't changed. So the same individuals, the same organization will be, it'll be the same. Nothing will change. And so my message to the clubs is to really, ask them if they really want change. Change is not putting the same people in charge. Point blank. Or else, if those people or those individuals want to change, then they will have to operate differently. Their strategy has to change. But if you have people there for 12, 14 years doing the same thing, and you don't see the development in this town, what do you expect?
That's the truth, right? So then one would have to wonder, are we comfortable with what we have, and there's no problem, you know, everything is, you know,
I spoke to
hunky dory for the
I spoke to a prominent businessman today in this country, one of the biggest businessmen in this world, in this country, that hires the most Riga Legion, most Belizean here in Riga. And
Okay.
he's telling me the same thing, you know what? We are comfortable. And so we won't make any change if we're comfortable. We don't even care. Because we're comfortable.
If I have to hold people accountable, then it also means I will be held accountable. If I don't want to be held accountable, I will leave things as is. Right? Because let somebody else answer to that. I'm good where I'm at, and I just want to play ball. So I don't want to know anything else. I don't want no other responsibility. I don't need to know anything else.
Just play ball.
I just want to play ball.
But when you just want to play ball, right? When you just want to play football, remember, if you don't put the work that you put in, you will get the results from what you put in. So do not expect, because it trickle up. Do not expect Belize to go any farther in competition or tournaments around the world if we're doing the same thing. Because it starts from the bottom.
Yes.
The bottom has to be well equipped. The bottom has to be well equipped physically, mentally. And if you're not, because when we get ready for play 2-3 weeks before a tournament, these guys have been training for about 2-3 months. More than that.
More than that, the whole year.
Right, the whole year they've been training, they come to camp every weekend. We just come into camp 3-4 weeks and expect to beat these guys that are well sharp, well ready, playing around the different leagues around the world that play football every weekend. Every Saturday and Sunday game we play sometime that midweek Wednesday night games. And we are here not prepared and expect big results. It's not going to happen.
No, it won't. It won't. We will only achieve so much the way we've been preparing. And nothing has changed for the last 15-20 years. It's been the same system.
And the ones, you know, the people that can bring change are the club owners and the managers and the coaches. They could bring changes if they want.
Right. That's the big if.
They want.
Right? That's the big if.
If they don't get involved, no change will happen.
Yeah.
No change.
Yeah.
It's very, very sad, ladies and gentlemen. Football is my first love. It's very sad, the dire strain in football right now. Having election and being comfortable, just having an election saying that, okay, we will have an election at the Pelican Beach, and it's always, look, the elections are always at Pelican Beach or at a resort, fancy resort, you know why? Because they hide, they also take the clubs, the team, and the managers and treat them. They take them to these fancy resorts sometimes and let them spend a night and make them enjoy the swimming pool.
It seems too easy, man.
And then the next morning they have breakfast together, and then have election. They have a big lunch.
This have to be love. Cycling to a certain degree.
Yes.
You're noticing basketball now. That is happening more often.
Yes.
Young people are going to these tournaments that LeBron James set up, and this classic and that classic, and you are seeing way more interest in several sports in this country than it's like football.
That's on football, right?
On the back burner.
Yeah, you see.
Weightlifting is stepping up. You know, judo, some of these other sports are stepping up. Rugby, we're starting to get some.
It's becoming to be more recreational than anything else.
Yeah.
It's not becoming professional. It's recreational.
With that economic
meaning they just want
yeah.
to play.
Yes.
And when you see that some people don't think it was like play,
Yes.
That's what football turned out to be. They're very, very playful.
Yes.
You know, and then when you talk, it's like you're the bad person. But I guess I took a big step back from football because then, you know, all the efforts trying to help the progress of my sport.
Yes.
The people that you want to help are the people that are fighting you, the people that are hating on you, the people that are just, you know. So I don't give up, you know. I will be back. I don't give up because then I know better. You know, if I never know better, then I'm gonna give up. But
Yeah.
I know better. I know better. So I'm taking a little pause.
Yeah, sometimes stepping back is good.
Yeah.
You know,
Just to
before you
reflect.
recuperate and observe some things and then step back in with a new energy. You know.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna kill a dead horse tonight. So let's go. Let's move on.
Yes.
Let's
yes.
move on. Moving on to basketball action here. Mayor's Cup basketball action inside the legendary Russell Chisty Auditorium, brought to you by Mayor Mariano and his committee. Just putting things together. Haven't been done in a while. Last year was a blast. This year we're trying to put it. I mean, it's well organized, well groomed, but we need that support from the people. Is it Friday and Saturday?
Friday and Saturday, yes.
Friday and Saturday, we don't have anything to do. This is something to do because we could see our very own. Because we don't have a lot of. Do we have a lot of people outside of the town playing?
Well, we do have 3 rural teams, right? So if you want to consider them outside of town, within the district.
Well, within the district, because I say something like this, not like NBL when we have players even from the United States are here.
No.
These are locals.
We made a slight change this year to one of the bylaws, which last year we did allow one NEBL player that was outside of our zone, or outside of Dangriga. One person could have played on each team, but this year we took that out. We wanted to really do a local tournament and give our youngsters a chance to get playing time and step out there and showcase their talent and get be seen for what they can do.
All right. Good. Let's go to the viewers and we continue with basketball. I'm done for football right now. We're into basketball action. The Mayor's Cup is the highlight right now.
All right.
Right. Kimberly Flores is watching. Yolanda Mariano. We say greetings everyone. Greetings, Miss Mariano. We have Pierre. He said good night, guys. He just tuned in. And then Francis Kaita, he said the game in San Pedro was great. It's a lot better than the score reflects. San Pedro scored 2 goals in the last 4 minutes of the game. That is why the score looks like a blowout. A blowout is a blowout, Mr. Kai. I understand. But right now in football action, thank you very much, Mr. Kai, for that comment.
Right.
You know, basketball now, 8 teams, right? 8 teams.
Right.
Okay.
Tournament has 8 teams.
I want to list those teams right now in the tournament.
Definitely.
So you guys can come out and really check out these guys. My team. My team.
Well, yeah.
All right, my team, ladies. I love this team. I haven't went to see them.
We have to talk about the 8 teams.
Yes, but
let me get a chance to talk about your team.
But look, I'm just proud of these guys. I need to go and grab more patience and watch these guys play and enjoy the game. The greatest, the greater, and the great Bengoche Flames on top right now.
So before we go there, Maurice,
right.
you just want to pick up Bengoche.
Yeah.
I want to talk about everybody.
All right, go ahead.
So let's let the people know who are we having at this tournament, right? We have 8 solid teams.
All right.
Right. We have Hopkins, Warreni, right? Assassins. We also have Placentia Reapers. They are teams from just outside of Griga, right? And then we have City River Assassins as well.
All right.
So we have 3 teams, out of Griga. And then from the Griga town itself, we have Southside Nets. We have B-Town Savage Storm. We also have New Site Raiders, Gan Stars, and of course, in the neck of the woods, Bengoche Flames.
Yeah, that is the team to beat. That is the team that showcased the best of the best in this town. Bengoche Flames is the team that is the ruler of this town right now. So, and the stats is showing up. It's not just what I'm saying, the stats is showing right now.
Yeah.
Bengoche.
You might get some not so nice remarks. Comments if you only talk about
no.
Remember Perry tuned in,
Yes, I know, but
Perry tuned in.
But I'm talking about the team in the top right now.
Well,
I'm looking at the stats.
We will get there.
All right, go ahead.
We will get there.
All right.
But I want to talk a little bit about this tournament, just the tournament itself.
Oh, all right.
This is the 2nd annual, right?
Yes.
And this is a new thing. Mayor's Cup football has been in existence I'm not sure how many years, but I would think more than 15 or so.
Yeah, about 20 years.
All right, see, and it's well established, and no doubt Riga have the greatest football fans from ever since.
Yeah.
And so it's no surprise that the Mayor's Cup football has been well supported over the years, and people look forward to it every year.
Yes.
Right. So last year, the mayor decided, what if we try Mayor's Cup basketball? It's like, okay, let's talk about it. We did put a really quick committee together, work with some guys, and like people like Pooh, people like Assassin. Last year, Denny was part of that. Mr. Sampson, he was part of that. And who am I forgetting? Mr. Councillor Valentine was also part of that. And I was part of that. Hilberto wasn't there last year, but I was also part of that. And we put it together, right? And it went well. It went very well. And what we didn't realize is that it also served like a preparation for the BBL players, because there were a lot of BBL players in our tournament last year, and you could have seen when their tournament started, the role that our tournament played showed, right? And a big part of the reason the mayor wanted to do it was because there were no basketball was happening in Riga for a long time. And so said, let's do something, and we enjoyed that. And so this year now, we're back, bigger than ever. We're trying to grow Mayor's Cup basketball with the hope that it will turn out to be something like Mayor's Cup football, right? We grow it every year. Eventually, we're planning to have better prizes at the end of the day, get to a point where we could give guys rings instead of trophies, and it's a step-by-step thing, right? It's a new thing, and we're trying to have people come out and see what it is that we're putting out there, the product that we're putting out there, and man, the quality of the game, the ball that is playing, I'm not exaggerating, bro. It's accelerating, it's really good, right? And so I just wanted to do a little background with that, right, to kind of bring us to where we are.
Yeah, so the plan moving forward is to keep this for a long time as possible, getting better prizes, having the public to go out there and support their local teams, whether it might be here in Riga or surrounding
areas. And we're
areas.
keep it off, names off of these zones, so that the towns, the zone could feel good about their teams. And,
exactly. That's a very good plan, because then, now you don't have to really, you have a centralized location at the Russell Chisted, where you could go and support your home team, and it's a very good atmosphere out there. Very safe atmosphere,
Certainly.
The game they play at night, everybody don't get off at work already. It's anticipation. So I almost say that I game tonight, I feel like Friday just know so it is something to look forward to. It's a safe environment, very
definitely.
Sports is always something where it also makes you happy.
Yes.
Different emotions during the game.
Correct.
So if you want to feel those emotions, get off the tablets, get off the phone, get off and just go there and see something.
And it's a giveaway. $5 for adults, and you get 2 games with that.
You can't beat
nowhere else in this world.
You can't beat that.
Right? So I mean, we're really trying to make it as affordable as possible, $3 for the kids, right? And so that people can come out with their families.
I think the more games they have and these weekends build up, the more fans will come out there.
And you're right.
And sometimes people don't even know what's happening in Riga.
Yes.
So we have to push this thing as much as possible.
Hence why I had requested to come on the show tonight, because we did a couple weeks ago we did a show with What's Hype, right? And but we hadn't gone on the last 2 weeks, so I said we have to get on this week, starting with your show, right? Because we want to let people know what's going on. More some people that missed the show maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe they're tuning in tonight.
We have a lot of fans right now tuning in locked down. Remember to share this live too. Ladies and gentlemen, I already shared it, so you guys will share it. I shared it on my personal page already. And a lot of people don't know my personal page, but something like this I'll share on my personal page. Mayor's Cup basketball.
Right.
Then followed by Mayor's Cup football.
Correct.
Then Mayor's Cup basketball again.
Right.
So and there's a lot of the same players and the managers.
Maybe we might put something together that looks more for the youth. Maybe say the summer. you know. So there might be a Mayor's Cup youth
Youth.
basketball tournament or something like that,
Correct.
right? And to try and capture that group as well.
That
You
is
know, that might be a U19 tournament or something like that.
correct.
Get the high schoolers and, you know, in
I think
action.
that make a lot of sense, but I want to may have to play that one that play one like ecumenical.
That's not a
Something
bad idea.
different.
He might, or we might have to wake up the island and why not, you know, and just
Wake up
get
the
something
island.
going
Yes,
there.
yes. Because we don't have to play all the games there,
No,
play
we
the games
don't.
that
We don't
you
have
don't
to.
want to have that authentic raw feeling.
Correct.
You know?
Correct.
That to be something that, you know,
Yes.
something different. And have people just walking through,
And
people will see it happening.
it could be an
Set your stuff.
incentive, you know, it could be an incentive for those youngsters. Let's say we're playing on the Why Not Island. The incentive, part of the incentive could be that, okay, you'll get to play in the auditorium if you make the playoffs. And then we could
Yeah.
host the playoffs there
Correct.
or something like that.
Correct. That makes a
So
lot of sense.
this is just a kind of wild idea. As we're going, I'm thinking.
Well, it's I could see your focus on this. I could see your drive on this. You're painting a picture, and as soon as when you get that picture together, all the puzzles will come.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
and then
Yes.
more ideas can start building up.
Right.
Stay
Right.
focused on this drive. So that is, and more things could happen out of it.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
And as again, it's for
Because
the
the mayor
public.
wants to see it happen, right? He's committed. He's fully committed to these tournaments, and we've had some good support as well. We have to big up some of our sponsors. You know, we always have to do that. So of course, Mayor Mariano, the Danwiga Town Council, you know, Dr. Zabani, our area representative, he's supporting big time as well. And we have a few others that we can never forget, people like the Impacts, right, Danwiga.
Impact Design.
Mr. Cheng, you know, she always supports
Yeah, that's
without a hesitation every time.
I'm a good businesswoman.
Yes, right. And there are a few others who chip in a little bit here and there. I don't remember everybody's name right now, but trust me, we fully appreciate the love and support that you keep giving us when we do these tournaments for our community.
When you do these, when these different vendors and these individuals give support, man, it goes a long way. It really do go a long way, because those are incentives. You make the tournament possible.
And also, beside those who are supporting the tournament directly itself, you have other small businesses that are supporting teams. I know some small businesses giving Mali Gatorade here and there, giving this, giving that. I heard DYFA and all going to give something.
Yes, we have to benefit Flames. That is our home team. We have to, even if it's our capital. We'll get you something.
All right.
We always do
That
it.
is happening with other teams,
All right.
right?
Perfect.
And
We like that.
small
contagious.
businesses and individuals as well who are giving to these teams, because I see them, you know, bigging up those individuals here and there on our
You know,
pages.
I have to big up Denny. Denny,
Yes.
Denny, not I have to big him up, because when we're still doing youth football, I guess when we fix the field, I really want this field to get fixed in the back. I don't want to go play. I really want to create the kids to play. We haven't played football for like 6 months, and that hurt me with the little kids are back there. Right, we want that field fixed, some Mariano attack again.
Yeah,
we
we
need
forget to it.
We need to fix the football field at back up in the check area, so we could and go back to Denny. Man, he used to come out there at a practice with these guys, and bam, when I finish practice, I'm back at water, the right thing.
Yes.
And he's a basketball player, but he supports football.
Yes. Sports,
So
you know,
thank you very much, Denny. So this is a relationship that we have for a long
sports
time.
oriented, so definitely will help, you know. So Maurice, you know, we had weekend action.
Yes, just give us some
I wanna give you
highlights on
some
that.
highlights from the weekend action.
All right.
Right. So we had 2 games Friday, 2 games Saturday as usual, right? And the 2 games Friday was Gans was taking on Placentia in the first game,
Who
and
won
City
that
River was taking on New Site,
one?
right?
Who won that one? It Placentia and Gans.
Well, you know, Gans overwhelmed Placentia.
You did pair play?
No,
The
Prayer don't
pair-
play with Gans.
What?
So Prayer be tongue man forever.
All right. Because I know you got some strings in.
Well, he does, right?
Gans.
But
All right.
yeah, he stays put with Vito.
All right.
So, Gans, like I said, overwhelmed Placentia 92-65. that was a rough loss for Placencia.
So Placencia get blown out.
Yes,
Wow.
that was a blowout. And then in the second game, City River took it to New Site. New Site Raiders got dropped by City River 66 to 62.
66 to 62.
Barna.
That was close.
Very close.
Wow.
City River, though, is not a team you want to take lightly.
But City River don't have like 3 families there. I mean, it look like these guys are really the training.
That's why they play better. They're family.
Close it, they understand
That's
each
why
other.
they play better. They're
Alright,
family.
good. So they get blasted by.
It was a good one.
Alright.
66, 62, right? Also, Saturday night, we saw 2 action. Southside Nets took on Hopkins Assassins, and Bengoche Flames took on Beaton Savage Town, right?
So who won on those 2 games?
So
who was the winners?
I want to ask you to guess who you think won between Southside Nets led by Boogie, Edgar Boogie, Mitchell, and Hopkins Warani.
Hopkins won that.
Well,
Hopkins is my second team.
Alright, well,
Hopkins
guess what?
is my second team.
Guess what? You don't usually run, but this time you are.
Wow, man.
Edgar Boogie Mitchell
Makaram,
and the Southside Nets.
Makaram must have played that game.
Makaram
Makaram
would
must have
have
played
to
that game.
confirm if he played that game, but because when I saw the initial lineup, I didn't see him. But sometimes he comes in a little, right? Depends what he's doing. But they lost 97 to 87, 10 point they lost.
Wow.
I heard the game was very competitive. I did not see this game, right? But the game was very competitive. I was told when you say a game 97-87, that's a good game. In basketball, that's a good game. Because basketball has changed so much that 10 points is no longer a big deal. 20 points is not a big deal.
Well, you know, that's my second team.
Because if you're a good 3-point shooting team, you can make up 10 points in 3 possessions. You just done one. Anybody game now.
Right,
But this is your second team, Hopkins Warren.
Yeah, so I lost. My second team lost in the tournament. That's my second team, Hopkins.
The big time matchup that everybody was looking for was Bengoche and Beaton.
Well,
right?
That's automatic.
That's a battle, that's a rivalry.
Yeah, it's automatic.
Right? And I don't want to ask you who you think win that, because even if you want to think them in Beaton, you'll never say Beaton.
But they can't beat Bengoche Flames. There's no way Beaton could beat Bengoche Flames.
So, the game played, and Beaton suffered their loss, going down 101 to 88.
That's a blow.
Right? 101 to 88. So Bengoche was amazing again. And at this point then, Maurice, maybe we could take a look at the standings, because these standings will tell a lot of story.
They will reflect what's happened in the past, how many games we played. 5 games, right?
Right.
5 games have been played. So they have 5 more games.
So this tournament is going to be a nice, short and sweet tournament, Maurice.
All right.
It's 8 teams. It's 7 regular weeks, regular season weeks, and 2 playoff weeks. That's it.
That's it, so.
We've gone 5 weeks already.
So, how many teams going to play at 4?
Top 4.
Top 4 going to play out.
Top 4. So every game, yes. This is going to be a single elimination playoffs.
Right, Bengoche Flames.
Right? So number 1 will play number 4, and number 3 will play number 2. In one night, we'll have that semifinals, and then the following week, the losers will play for third place.
Again, how many weeks are we playing this entire
This
tournament?
tournament is 9 weeks.
9 weeks.
We are at week 5.
We are
going into week 6.
So we're past
We're done past midpoint.
So we got 3 more weeks after that. In 9 weeks.
No. You have 2 more regular season week and 2 more playoff weeks. So 4 weeks in total.
So, man, perfect. So, all right.
Right?
All right.
So, let's look at the playoff standings then. After 5 weeks.
Yeah.
At the top of the league right
Bengoche Flames.
Bengoche Flames.
Yeah,
right?
kudos.
And what you will notice there is that we have the points that they've racked up. Because Bengoche is 5-0, they have 15 points. Right? And then we have in second place right now, number 2 team is Gan Stars. They are 4-1.
Wow, very close.
Right? And with 13 points. And then you have 2 teams with 11 points. That is New Side Raiders and City River Assassins, who are both 3-2. And if you notice, at the moment, Beatong is outside of the playoff.
Wow.
They're at number 5. Southside Nets is outside. Right? So look at Hopkins. What do you see?
We have a long ways to go. That's what I see.
But Hopkins is 0-5.
Oh my God. Well, wow.
That was one of the shocker for me this season, because Hopkins have always been more competitive than
0-5.
They have not won any game.
This don't seem correct.
Right?
Are you sure you have the right stats there, Mr.
Look, I put it together.
I don't believe.
This is correct. They are 0-5, and they sit
and
at the bottom.
They got 3 more games left.
They have yes.
And with 3,
they have 2 more games left. 7 games.
7 games. 2 more games
season.
left.
So
they won't make
they
it.
are mathematically outside of can't make the playoffs.
Well,
but you know, I'm sure they're proud guys, and they're gonna come out to try and be spoilers for some teams and knock some teams off and
something
into the
is
playoffs.
not right in the village. It's tourist season, and I don't think we're practicing. These guys are doing tours.
There's a to me, I see there's a player that used to play on Hopkins up to last season, and this year, you know who he's playing with? He's playing with the neighbors, City River, right? And this is one of their best players, that, in my opinion, that I saw from that team. He drives that team and his energy, and he gets out there.
He's like a Russell Westbrook type player. That was a
yes, he's Jay Smooth, right? Casemiro, right? And in fact, last week before last, you know, he had a big game with 30 yards and like so many rebounds.
Yeah.
But he's really helping City River.
He's getting paid.
And the results is showing. That is the reason why City River is now in the 4th spot, holding on closely to that 4th spot, because Beatong has 9 points as well as Southside. They're only 2 points back. These 2 teams can still make the playoffs. It's going to be this weekend. Will determine if they still can make it or not.
Weekend.
Very pivotal, right? Because what's going on is that we are using point differential to separate if we have same points.
Okay.
Because you know those 2 with 11 points each, right? One has a point differential of plus 39, and the other one is a minus 11. Hence, the plus 39 is the 3rd spot for now.
Yes, I can see there, yeah.
But the difference is only 9 points in terms of points differential between the 4th spot and the 5th spot. One is minus 11 and one is minus 2, right? So that is still close. And so the matchups this weekend, man, very.
Wow, this
right?
This is exciting for the fans to see. They need to know this.
Yes.
The fans need to know that these games are making a big difference in the playoff.
Big difference.
Big difference.
The only team here that I think have sealed their playoff fate as a number 1 and number 2.
It has to be.
It's just a matter of where will they be seated at the end.
It has to be
right?
difference.
So Benguche is sitting pretty, looking good, looking great.
Well, at least I got a team in there right now. I don't want my team happens to be in there.
has a nice team. You know, Brandon Flowers leading that team along with Bowen. As well as the younger Bowen, he's playing well, a very young youth.
Okay. About 15 or 14, 15.
Bowen, he's I think it's his nephew, the youth. I think he's
he's a shooter.
But he plays like a point guard, but he's a young guy. And Wade is his last name.
Wade.
Right. So I guess he's the son of what's her name? That Miss Bowen man right there that lives there. Yeah, I think that's one of her.
Okay.
Misha.
Right.
So and then
she was a very good basketball player.
Yes. Right. But that team also has who else is pushing that team right now? But they have a strong team, right? And they're a team that you can come out there and you have to really bring it. Benguche is bringing it, right?
So he's a starting point guard. So they're not last time he's 16 years old, starting point guard.
Yes. Gans are the defending champs. Gans are 4-1. Guess what happens this Saturday? Guess who Benguche sees? Gans.
Well,
So Benguche have back-to-back weeks of playing 2 teams that may be considered the
in the first round. It's only 2 rounds.
Last week they met Beatong. This week they get Gans.
And knock off Gans this weekend.
All right.
Right? So,
Well, you know, like I said, those other players will have a lot to say about that, right? So, I love it though because from the beginning we saw that this tournament had more balance, and the way we structured it this year, taking out certain people, opening up as well, so that those guys could have picked players from different parts of the Amiga instead of only people who live in Bengacha or live in Southside. That balanced the tournament too.
well, if it does, then what works? But I would have liked to see better, like if my homeboys from Bengacha. That I would have liked to see that, you know, or if you have it closer than Wagera, like Bengacha, Harlem, you know, so you know that.
Well, that's
You
kind
know,
of what you have right now, though, if you really look at the players on that team, right? A couple of those guys are out of Harlem area. Officer Y, you know, this part here, right? Last year, Wagera had a team, but when we were getting ready to start, they felt they couldn't deal with it this year, so we ended up just having one team strong from Bengal.
What I like about the basketball, though, you guys are involved in basketball. You know, you're very inclusive. You know, you don't tell nobody they can't participate.
No,
you know,
never.
you know,
Never. We
so I really like
want
that
to make
about
it
basketball.
open that everybody can participate.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why when I was talking earlier about what we might be doing summer, that's not something we've discussed yet. Like I said, that just came to my mind as we were talking, but it's something that the guys are listening, and when we get back to the drawing board, we will look at something like that.
Well, I think we come to the end of the show, you know, Mr. Sal.
The only one thing that I want to share before I leave is the what's coming up this weekend.
All right. I mean, you
Right.
said you got some pivotal games. Let's go over those
We
games
do,
again, and then we want to bring up the sponsors as well.
Yeah, while you do that, let me just find this schedule for this week.
All right.
Yeah, quick set.
So you're looking for the schedule for this week coming up. Mayor's Cup action inside Russell Chiste. I want to bring up the sponsors of Mayor Mariano and Town Council, Honorable Louisa Manet. You know, I also want to big up the Sports Council for making the stadium available, clean, making it cool when it's hot. You know, blowing that AC. You know, you did a wonderful job there too, Mr. Solomon. I appreciate you working, bringing that stadium to par, bringing all of our stadium to par, making us feel like, you know, we deserving of having a good atmosphere for us as fans to watch games, you know.
Yes.
You have done a tremendous job working as serving as chairman at the Sports Council. So kudos to you, kudos to all your effort that you have, and you know you probably still advise these guys
Of course.
you know, because it's all about sports, right?
Yes.
About making it better for our community. And,
Man,
so kudos.
I know our guys are tuned in because, man, they just made my life so easy. You see how quickly Pooh just flashed me one, just like that. Schedule.
That's commendable. What you got for this weekend? Tell the people.
Man, Maurice, as I said, right? This weekend, the do or die for some teams.
All right.
Right? Because if some teams win this weekend, a couple of those teams, then that last weekend, we won't know the playoff seating until after that weekend, which is kind of what we want, right? That drama, right?
So we'll have some spoilers.
Then you have some spoilers,
So
and you
people
have
set
some
up
surprise.
themselves.
You have
Right.
some surprise. So look what we have here, man.
Right.
Friday night. The action starts at 7 p.m. New Site Raiders will see action against Placencia Reapers.
And that game now, New Site need that game.
New
Site need that game like a dog need a bone.
New Site need that game big time.
Wow.
Because they need that 3
They have
points.
11 points right now. They need that 3. All right.
Right. So they need that 3 to stay in that era right there.
Do or die game for them.
Yes. As well now, Placencia is trying to make a move. Right? They're not out of it yet.
They got 2 more games still, right?
They still have,
So they can make 13.
Right. So
Why?
they may still have a chance. So
They control their own destiny if they win the last 2
if they
games.
win the last 2 games, yes. They need a little bit of help, of course, right? But look, that's sports, man, and that's
So
what
you have
makes
to
it
do
exciting.
your part. Do
Yes.
your part.
And in the second game Friday night, we have Southside Nets seeing action against City River Assassins, Dangerous City River.
No, City River clinched there right now. 11
City
points
River
right now.
could help themselves, a major way with one more big win this weekend.
Yeah.
And it would be a big win because Southside Nets is trying to move up too. Right?
And you say
This
that
is the team led by
Boogie Mitchell with them,
Boogie
right?
Mitchell, this is his team,
All
right? Right? And so, then game 1, Saturday night, starting at 7 again, Beaton, Savage Storm looking to bounce back after that loss.
Who they play?
Hopkins Assassins, who are looking to become spoilers. Hopkins will change their names to Hopkins Spoilers. Because if they knock off Beaton could miss the playoffs.
I just want to knock off Beaton. Because I don't want Beaton to beat my team Ben with your flame. Because they will play a whole the ball game will change because they know how we rest the back cap. Alright, so that
finally, game 2, Saturday night. Gans Benguche. This matchup will determine who we see as the favorite to win this thing after this game.
Why? They did not laugh.
You know,
get the boys rest.
Gans said they want to bring everybody. Then the rest one, 2 couple guys last week come and licked up a little bit. The ankle thing.
Alright.
But Benguche,
Is
consistent.
Trevor not playing?
Trevan is playing.
Oh,
Beast.
man. Wow.
Trevan the beast.
Wow.
But he's one of those that's nicked up and he didn't play much last week. Then guys decided to rest and leave it. Right? They needed to do that because this matchup,
This is a pivotal matchup.
Gans will need everything.
They are the number 1 and number 2
knock
spot.
off the O.
Either
The
Gans will remain in number 2 spot or go up to the top of the table.
Yes, this is about that number 1, number 2.
Sometimes they think you're regular, but that's all it is.
No man, it's not. You know,
That's sports.
Schedules
That's
together.
sports.
Everybody want to meet everybody. That was the best idea right there, and so far it's proven to be working for us. Right. So we're heading into week 6, and after that, one more regular season week, week 7, and the playoffs is right around the corner, bro.
Wow.
Right around the corner. So hey, we're looking out. We're looking forward to it, man.
All right. Well, I think we come to the end of our show. I want to thank you, Mr. Ed, for coming in to the DYFA studios. It's an open door policy, especially for sports. You know, this is the people's station. We want to encourage every one of us to fill that stadium this coming weekend. There are pivotal games. 2 big matches on Friday. 2 monster matches, including our homeboys from this city of Benguche. Benguche Flame versus Gangstar. They're going down, I'm saying. They're going down. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, the defending champ, we are coming to get you, right?
The Taiwan State.
So,
you know, Benguche haven't celebrated one championship for a while.
Well, this is the year. we didn't do it in football, but we're going to do it in basketball.
I will repeat. I lived at Benguche. I don't have any team in this tournament. But when this tournament is all said and done, you will see who I will celebrate with.
Yeah, but you know what? No, come on, Mr. Come on, Salman. Come on, man. Come on, man.
I have committee, bro. I have administration.
Yeah, but you don't make any decisions on who's going to play what, or whether you're a fan as well.
Well, one thing I could tell you, I wouldn't choose
the other side.
The other side.
All right. That's clear, ladies and gentlemen. Randy will let me say good night, Coach Capital. Good night. All right.
Come on out, fans. Come on out,
man. Please come on out and check out the
You're
team.
missing a really nice product. Our young people are balling, and we're getting ready to set up Dream Ballers soon. So this type of tournament is an opportunity to see our young talent and see where we can fit in 1 or 2 pieces that Dream Ballers may need when they start putting their teams together. That's how important this tournament is.
It's very important, and then we have hopefully we don't, our people in Chicago that are Trump says sending you home, right? So you guys could pack the stadium with us. We don't want you here not ready, we never expect this, but Donald Trump, President Trump, please forgive our people, man. They got out there for an hour, and we know we want them full the stadium for this Friday and Saturday, but give them another chance, man, because the mass deportation is nearing, and we don't want that. We're against that. But ladies and gentlemen, let's fill up the stadium. Let's come on out. It's a family affair.
Yes.
Come on, support
absolutely.
your team.
And we have some people who come out almost every game, you know. So I want to tell those people thanks as well, and we appreciate your support. They come out regularly. Not a lot of people coming out, but we got some people who come out. You are almost certain you'll see them in the stadium.
Yeah.
Right? But I notice more and more people are coming out. Jankono and Chekanare Halls.
Over now.
So this is it. We got 4 beautiful weeks left. Come on out.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks man, thanks for having Mr. Ed Salomon in the studio. Alright, and big up all the sponsors once again for making this possible. It's very, very important.
Definitely.
Yeah, Mariano, Big Zamani, our rep.
Yeah.
And
also
Sports
Amadea
Amadea Basketball League.
The Impacts, DG1, and
DG1.
like you said, Sports Council already, yes. Dr. Zab. Right. Thank all of you for the support. We're looking forward to working with you to make this thing better, more opportunities for our young people.
Bring the belly for ready. Shoot the gun if you're ready. When you're ready.